Hey, 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 beautiful people. I gotta do my mic check. 1, 2, 1, 2. Oh, I already heard myself. Is it staticky? Oh, okay. It wasn't static. I thought it was static, y'all. Okay. Get my watch going. So I think today I'm gonna walk for time and not for miles. Okay. As y'all can see how I'm dressed, just know it's one of those days. I'm just a girl. Okay. So happy Tuesday, beautiful people. I'm about to get the walking pad started at 2.5. We might be at 2.5 all day. I don't know. I'm talking about started. That may be where we start ending. Um, this is my laid back look for today since we are walking. Today we are going to talk about how to lose belly fat. That is our main topic of discussion. So we're going to hit a little bit of nutrition. Let's see, the weather today is looks like overcast, but it looks like the sun might be able to come out a little bit. I would definitely say this is decent weather to go out in. It doesn't seem like it's too hot. I got anything else to tell y'all? Oh, my food from yesterday was amazing. So what I showed y'all on the table yesterday with my ground turkey meat, my bell pepper blend, onions, and jasmine rice, good. Normally I put rice at the bottom, like before you make rice, you're supposed to boil the water. So normally I'll put salt just to give the rice some taste, but I didn't even have to do that. The ground turkey meat itself was seasoned enough to where I didn't have to worry about all that. And I did my big one. I know, simple meal, but it was still very delicious. So, okay, today we are talking losing belly fat. I thought that's like the number one question I get asked. Whew. So we will jump into that. Hold on, let me refresh my page, y'all. Okay. For some reason my setup wasn't looking right, so I had to fix it. So today is walk and talk. So if there's anything you want to ask me, feel free to do so. I'm going to start posting some more informative insight about endometriosis. Good morning, Teresa. Woo. So I've been trying to build my confidence with talking more about endometriosis. I think it's coming. I made some content for it, and I think I'm close to wanting to share it. How are you feeling today? Well, as you can see with my look, I'm chilling today. Anytime you see joggers, just remember I'm just a girl. You know, it's that time. So we had to keep it loose fit today. Man, I tell you, why can't it just come and go? Like, we got it. Now go. It gotta linger. So yeah, we real comfortable today. How are you doing today, Teresa? This actually a fit I probably would go out in. If these pants were a little cuter, because they done been through some things. I probably wear these out in real life. This fit really ain't that bad. It really ain't bad. Now that I'm looking at it. I'm good at work. You always at work. Boy, I tell you. It just seems that way. I know you get 2 days off and it's just different from the rest, but it seems like you're just always at work. Okay, so I'm almost, well, I know when I hit my 5 minute mark, I normally try to change the speed, but I think we're going to be at 2.5 for most of this walk. Remember, I'm not going for distance today. Normally I go for, I hear that, Teresa. And that's why I continue to get on here because I'm trying to do the same thing. I'm trying to grow this page. So I understand. I get it. I get it. You got to get that money on. Yeah, I think I'm gonna stay at this pace today. So normally I try to at least get 3 to 5 miles in, but I don't know. It's looking real two and a. Oh, yeah. Why I thought it was something going on with my walking pad. Somebody outside. All right, a little too loud. Yeah, I thought my walking pad was breaking down on me. Somebody moving and scraping something outside. So yesterday was actually a pretty good food day for me. The what I made, what I showed y'all on Monday. Why I keep thinking it was Sunday? Yesterday, Monday. What I showed y'all yesterday was some of the food I had on the table. I actually, once I got off of live, I did go make my food. Um, it actually was really good. I probably had more servings of it than I should have, but considering I just broke it up and made it my lunch and dinner, it kind of all works out. Um, I find it interesting that when people see like my Instagram page, because it is mostly business, people feel like I don't like to eat. They're like, oh, like I think people get intimidated to like hang out with me because they feel like I'm gonna be boring. I don't want to eat. And I'm like, no, I want to have fun too. I just know how to balance. And so this person in particular asked me, how do I like, what's my definition of balance? And I explained, like for instance, right now, nothing but bundt cake, should I say, is having a BOGO. Buy one, get one. Now, as pleasing as that sounds to my ears, luckily, let me say this. Luckily, the deal is here until the 17th. So, to balance out my love for sugar, but also the fact that I'm trying to pull back on sugar, I'm not going to go get one till this weekend. Well, two, because it's buy one, get one. I'm going to wait till this weekend versus getting it today. Because guess what's going to happen? Well, yesterday is when I was going to go. Let's say if I would have went and got the cake yesterday, I would have ate one yesterday. They're not that big. Y'all can Google it. It's not that big. Some people might eat it in two, sit down. Most of us one. But I would have got two cakes, right? Because buy one, get one. I would have probably had one yesterday. And I can't look at cake and cookies, and I can't just look at you. Yeah, I'm going to eat it. So I would have ate the cake yesterday, today, and then we would have only made it to Wednesday. No, that would have been Monday, Tuesday. So then we would have made it to Wednesday. And what do I have? And then when I got to the weekend, I would have been wanting something over the weekend, right? But now I've told myself, hey, let's just wait till the weekend when you probably want to eat more and have fun. So for me, knowing that I will, get it this weekend. Hey Dante, what's going on? It kind of makes me okay not to crave it like right now. So to me, that's balance. Like I eat healthy throughout the week, and then I get to eat my buy one get one cake on Saturday and Sunday. So that's what I consider balance. I try to spread my goodness out. So I have 24 hours until I can go live. What did you do, Dante? Did you do something wrong, or is it like you had to reach a certain like guideline to be able to go live? Because I know at one point you couldn't go live unless you had like so many subscribers and blah blah blah. But what did you do? Because I feel like you must have did something and they're making you wait, kind of like what Facebook used to do. I finally got my subscriptions. I had to verify my number. Oh, okay. Okay, cool. So it was just a policy thing. Okay, that's not. How many subscribers you at now, Kurt? Well, Dante, your screen ain't messing me up. Okay, 50 subs to go live. Okay. I don't know why I thought it was more than that. They, I don't know. So I think I wanted to go. Well, maybe I was just kind of started on YouTube at the time too. I got exactly 50 laugh out loud. Oops, don't nobody unsubscribe. Teresa, if you're not already, go follow his page so he could be at 51. I wonder how much it would go live. Oh, go up when I go live. So I think because people like uniqueness, and I think because of what I don't know how to say it without it coming off as offensive, Dante. But because of what you were telling me about yourself, I think people will be very interested to learn more about your story. And so I think people are starting to want to understand more about people who may look different. So I think your numbers will really go up as you share your story. AD, I can't get that line that separates the abs and obliques. Which line are you talking about? This one? Like the no, you said ab and oblique. So which line is that? Cause okay, you got your obliques here. Are you talking about more like your I don't. AD, tell me what you're talking about. Watch LJ ad workout is good. I like my walking pad got a mind of its own right now. Explain to me more, AD. I want to know. Now I'm curious. But I did post a ad video a couple of days ago showing my top exercises. You can do it. It's a video where you can do it with me. I do 2 rounds. We do 15 reps each exercise, and I'll show you how to really make your abs pop. I think I told y'all this yesterday. Line from top to bottom. So the middle line, not cool flexing like that. I'm walking with you. Oh yeah, you walking with me. But you know what the funny thing is? I To keep it cute, I'm gonna say I'm just a girl. Take the hint when I say what that means. So you know we deal with monthly things. So I'm actually feeling really bloated today, which is why I have the sweatpants on because I don't want anything tight around my waist. But it's funny because with me dealing with endometriosis and adenomyosis, this is probably the only time my stomach is probably gonna look like this. I'm gonna post tomorrow. I'm going to post on I don't know if I'm gonna post it on YouTube. I know on my I don't know where I'm gonna post it yet. I'm just trying to figure out if I want to post it on Instagram because you know you have different audience on different platforms. So I'm trying to figure out which place I feel the most comfortable posting it. But LJ, you're a girl. I had no idea. Hush. Okay, outside. What I meant by that, well, I just say it bluntly. All I was trying to say is cycle. I'm just a girl who's on her. Well, I ain't on it yet, but about to be. So y'all getting the comfortable look. What was I about to say? Y'all, my mind, you would think I smoked something. The way my mind just, and I promise you I don't. But it's probably nutrition, AD, and then it also can be genetic. Sometimes everybody abs look different. There's some people who abs. I do smoke like my mind is on point. Reluctant gamer, what's going on? But everybody abs look different. The way they develop and where they form. Some people, some people have those really small abs, like it's like really tight. I feel like mine spread out a little bit more. I don't know. I think even my twin, hers are different from mine. But remember, if you want to make your abs pop, you have to add some resistance to it. Y'all, why is it freezing on my? Okay, I was about to say it's freezing on my end, but I think it came back. Hold on. I don't know why it keeps buffering. I just went to check it and it said it's fine. Oh, it's fixed. Okay. But we are going to talk nutrition, y'all. Today, we really are going to talk about, I don't think it's hot. I don't know. But today, we are going to talk about how to lose belly fat, how to get the your stomach the way you want it. Sweet potato casserole. Did you make that? Or are you just saying that's something that's good to eat? So you have to remember, it depends on what you're trying to achieve. If you already have a slim look, you lose belly fat. Yes, okay. I need, yes, I'm making it now. Okay, look at you cooking. So for me, I've never really had a lot of belly fat. I'll be honest. My body, most of my weight goes to my quads and my glutes. My stomach normally burns the fastest. My stomach and my arms are probably easiest to go. If you already have a flat stomach and you're trying to get your abs, because remember, everybody already has abs. We all had it. They're muscles, okay? So they're already there. But the difference is, do you want that bird cage look to where just because you're skinny you have it, or you want your abs to pop look? So to make your abs pop, hey Pow Pow, maple bacon. I don't eat bacon, but I got natural abs, but I really worked out. I look jacked. Yeah, because everybody has abs. It's just once you get to a certain body fat percentage, that's where your abs start to show through. Because even look at a little kid, right? If you have a child, you know, kids have, especially when they're smaller in size, you can tell they already have abs. But I'm sure they haven't been in the gym, they haven't been working out. So I'm just saying that to show you everybody has abs, right? But what makes them pop is when you add some resistance behind it. So the workout video I posted probably isn't beginner friendly. I'll be honest. If you're a beginner, because I was using 25 pounds for most of those exercises, that's probably more intermediate advanced. But that's how I got my abs to pop. Those were the exercises I was doing like all the time when I was really trying to get my fitness life together. LJ break dancer style. Yeah, this guy LJ is comfortable. Don't eat bacon or pork. I don't eat bacon or pork. Okay. Yeah, me neither. I don't eat beef or pork. LJ, hope you have a baby one day. That would be a beautiful story. Thank you. That's the sweetest thing anyone's ever said to me. Reluctant gamer, hey there. I was trying having your nickname 8 times. Sorry if I'm late with my greetings off aloud. Yo, what's going on? What you said I can call you for short? Are we going with D? Are we going with like what's the name I can call you for short? Cause y'all know I want to have kids. So yeah. Anybody blessing me with children? I love it. Go ahead, speak that, speak that, speak that. So then I can get on here and show y'all how to bounce back from having a child at my big age. Okay, Dean, that's what it was. Sorry. I'm gonna lock it in. They say if you say a name 3 times, you remember. Dean, Dean, Dean. Got it. You surprise me every time. I'm full of surprises, Pow Pow. Thank you, Teresa. It would be a great one. I think I would too, because I think I'm a great auntie. I think I'm a great auntie. I just don't want to be so old. I'm not really able to move around with my kids. And that's the reason why I keep moving. I always tell y'all, body in motion stays in motion. You want to make sure you stay moving. Because I really want to make sure I can be active with my kids. You know, I'm already getting up there in age. You know, I'm going to drop my child off and think about, well, tell mom I am the mom. You're only like 25. I really wish that's what it was. Until you isn't the easiest to say. I'm glad you understand, Dean. Yeah, she would be a wonderful mom. Thank you. As much as you work out, LJ, I don't see that being a problem. Well, y'all know my health is my health. It's crazy how much like you can work out and still have health issues and like eat healthy, don't smoke, don't drink. I, you're so funny, Papa. I'm 33, getting old. Um, and I think that's one thing. The reason why I want to share my story with people, as far as like my health, is because I think so many people think because I do work out, I eat healthy, I don't drink, I don't smoke, and I don't. Let me take that back. I do drink maybe like 2 to 3 times out the year, so like special occasion and birthdays. But my version of drinking, I'm a lightweight, so it don't take much. Like 2 drinks, and I'm feeling good. So, because I work out a lot, I eat healthy, I think people mistake that for overall health. But with my endometriosis and adenomyosis, even though my outer appearance look good, it's my inner that I have to make sure is in check. Um, so that's the frustrating part. That's very frustrating, is to take care of your body all these years and still be on the side of hoping I can have kids. But God willing, y'all know I stay prayed up. That's why I don't stress, and that's why I am able to get on here and still smile, because I trust God and His plan. Okay, it's like a fifth. I enjoy my age, bro. I think 20s. I enjoy my age. I just don't enjoy how my body is right now. I don't enjoy the issues I'm having with my body. But like I said, I trust God. So that's really my flex, really, is that even everything I'm going through. And that's the reason why I want to share, because I think a lot of people, because I get on here and I'm always like, hey, what's up, y'all? I'm always cheerful for the most part. Y'all know sometimes I'm not 100%, but I get on here with good energy. But then it's almost like the moment I shut the camera off, I kind of settle back into me. Working out and being on here kind of takes me away from my problems for like that good hour, hour and a half. Working out just my escape mentally. So it's like any problems I have, they on pause for that hour, hour and a half. Um, I mean, I never said I was ugly, Dante. Let's not be confused. um, so yeah, just a good time to escape. So I feel like once the camera kind of shuts off, that's when I kind of show my true self a little bit. Like I kind of revert back to me. And I think I just want to share that with more people, because I'm pretty sure there are a lot of people out there who can relate. Maybe you don't have endometriosis or adenomyosis, but you may deal with certain things in your life where you want to escape. You're just not where you want to be in life. There's certain things goals you're trying to reach. So I see people in the chat who are feeling old and they are 33. I'm almost 37, and you guys are making me feel. I'm almost 38. Oh my goodness, I said that out loud, huh? Woo. The end of this year. So yeah. So what I was trying to explain is, yeah. So I'll be posting soon. I'll be talking more. I think I'm the youngest here. I'm 17. Yeah, you probably are, Dean. But you fit right in. Dante. Um, hopefully we're here to 100 health and that's what I tell God. I'm like, God, you must have a plan for me to where I'm gonna be like 100 years old, because ain't no way I'm 37 with no kids, not living my best life yet. So you must have a life expectancy of like 100, and I'm okay with that. If it's 100, so be it. We will always, before we know it. Age is a number. You're 30. Great. I'm about to get back into the gym soon after taking a few months off. Yeah, getting back in the gym, when I tell you that helps with mental health so much, I feel like I'm cursed. I'll probably be the first 30-year-old person. Your time is coming, LJ. Thank you, Teresa. I received that 100%. Thank you, Reluctant Gamer. I appreciate that. I know it's coming. That's why I say I keep the smile on my face. Like, I think it's okay to be, how do I say this? Sometimes it's hard. You can't have fear and faith. I'm pretty sure y'all heard that before. They say fear and faith cannot exist together. Because how can you say you have faith, but you're also scared? But faith is the unknown, right? So even though I do have faith, the fear isn't what I have, but I still think it's okay for me to like sometimes have the emotion of just like being upset about, not having kids yet or whatever. But my faith is what keeps me moving each day and knowing that it's going to happen. So that's probably the reason I want to get back to the gym for my mental health. You have to have your feet. Yeah, working out is definitely mental health. I think I told y'all that's what. If you've been following me long enough, y'all already know that's the whole reason why I started doing this exact thing I'm doing, walking. My first month on live, I was on the walking pad every single day. And the reason why I started walking, I told y'all I had got a walking pad because my older sister has one, and she used it while she was using it while she was working. And I was like, oh, okay, that's kind of cool. She's able to knock out two things at once. She's walking and she's working, which is why I also got this desk. And I started off by working out in my room. I would have this walking pad underneath my bed, and I would just pull it out. I would find something good to watch on TV, and I would just walk. And I would walk at all hours of the day. And I started doing that because I have blackout curtains in my room. So my room stays dark. So I think I found myself in a place of just like not being happy, just not sure what to do next or how to even make that next move. And when you're trying to look at a bigger picture, it can be so overwhelming. You're not sure what your first step should be. And so my first step was, let's get out this bed. So I got the walking pad, started walking. I started feeling better. And then I said, okay, how do we keep these good vibes going? Because after a while, you're going to lose this motivation. So I came on live. And here we are today, 4 months later, and I'm still walking. Yeah, friends, not peers. Dean, and to impress a girl because I'm a simp. It's okay to be a simp. They say Russell Wilson is a simp, and all of us want a him. Well, I don't, but anyway. Hi. Hey, is it Balin from Chicago? How are you? Hey, from Chicago, Balin. What's going on? Yeah, Charity and Gibbs. I can't remember. I think Charity said she normally is working out on Tuesdays with her own trainer. I can't remember. And Gibbs sometimes just gets on her a little late. Those are always troublemakers. Okay, y'all. Let's talk about what I came to talk about today. Let's talk about how to lose belly fat. Okay? So, how do we lose belly fat? I broke it down in different points, but let's look at it like this first, y'all. Y'all put it in the chat for me. Okay, if you have gained belly fat, or just in general, how do people gain belly fat? What happens for them to gain belly fat? Like, what were you doing over a period of time to gain that belly fat? Put it in the chat for me. Why do you think people gain bellies? Y'all let me know. Put it in the chat. Put it in the chat. I'll give you 60 seconds to put it in the chat before I make my comment. Eating in a calorie surplus, aka eating more than you burn, overeating and drinking, not exercising regularly, and food intake. I'm so proud of y'all. Good job. Good job. So I say that I ask y'all that because I find it interesting when people then come back. So y'all named what the issues were, right? Not exercising regularly, food intake, eating in a calorie surplus, aka eating more than you burn, overeating and drinking, so you get those liquid calories. So if that's how you put it on, why don't people think that's the reverse way to get it off? Like, why do people think there's like a magic button, a magic pill, a super sauna? Why do people think there is a Amazon Prime way to lose it when that's not the way you gained it. I was slim when I was 20. I started making money and overeating, buying more takeout like burgers, pizza, and thought I would gain. I wouldn't gain. I also eat lots of chocolate, no exercise whatsoever. An office job. Right. So that's what I was telling y'all about how people try to say their age is the reason why they gained weight. Oh, once I hit my 30s, once I hit my 40s. No, that is not why. I'm 37 years old. That is not why. The reason why, y'all just named it, right? Overeating, office job, not exercising. Your habits change. I've talked to y'all about this before. What caused you to get that belly fat was your habits change. When we're in our 20s or younger, we're always on the move, we're always on the go. So we're burning. Even though you may not have been exercising, you were more active. You weren't just sitting around. If you were in school, you always had to change from one classroom to the other. In college, if you were in high school, you probably did a sport or you did some type of park and recreation. You did something. Once you get older, start making your own money, able to make your own decisions, a lot of that ripping and running slows down because eating in a calorie deficit is too slow, and people who want to lose it expect for it to go in the first few days. So they think they aren't doing it right. So they look for alternatives. You are so right, Dean. Oh, thank you, Reluctant Gamer. It's okay if you forgot. Too busy to drop everything around. She was. Who has broken your heart? Y'all are so funny. Dante, Papa have their own conversation. But Dean, y'all are absolutely right. It is. So eating is fun, right? Eating is delicious. It's fun. It keeps us company and our saddest and happiest moments. It's the way we celebrate. So we're happy when we're able to eat food. But then when it's time to cut it out, it's like, whoa, whoa, whoa. I gotta cut what makes me happy out. You sure about that? What surgery can I get? What pill can I take? What sauna suit can I put on? Because, yeah, I don't want to cut out the food. So, really, and then you're right. People don't want to take the time. Sorry, Jay, I'm paying attention. No, y'all can have your own conversation. I don't mind. I like when y'all talk to each other. It's a community. Y'all can talk. I was just reading the comments trying to make sure I wasn't missing anything. Y'all just having different conversation, which is cool. Talk to each other. But when it comes to losing your belly fat, you have to be consistent and you have to be patient with yourself. A lot of times we don't notice that it took 6 months to a year for us to put, it normally takes more than 6 months, but we don't normally pay attention to the amount of time it took for us to put it on because we see ourselves every day, right? So seeing yourself every day is not until your body has changed drastically that you're like, man, I put on weight. And at that point, it kind of spirals into a depression, right? Because it's like, how did I get here? Like, what did I do? Not forgetting how tiring it is to meal prep and diet. And most of the time, the food doesn't taste good, and things like fast food is convenient and tasty, so people don't stick to it. Okay, casserole. So, Dean, yep. I mean, I get it, especially in America. We want everything the quick way. So, fast food is convenient. Anything that's healthy, you have to get out the car to get. Um, like these healthier spots, these soups and salad places, and the hot food, kind of like Chipotle, but they're healthier food items. When I say healthier, not as high in sodium, you have to get out your car. So a lot of the healthier places, it's like, that's inconvenient. I don't feel like getting out. I'm gonna go through the drive-through. You speak very clearly while walking. Hassan, thank you, Eric. Hassan, it's been forever. All I need is Art of War and a couple of other people, and we're in there. But I'm happy to see you, Hassan. Some YouTubers don't want to chat, talk about different topics when they're face. Oh, yeah, I don't care. Y'all can talk about whatever y'all want to. I'm gonna still talk about what I want to. So, But this is my personal experience. When I was fat, I couldn't stick to any diet, and I try to find things like pills and medicine and different workout routines. The outfit, LJ, is good. I'm glad y'all like my comfortable look. I'm glad y'all love it because I'm comfortable and it feel good. So thank you. I'm so attracted by your hand gestures while you exercise. Eric, here you go with that. You look good in sweatpants. Thank you, because this is normally how I look when I go out in public. Bummy. This I call this my bummy swag. So kind. James, you seem like you are fit. I like to think so. I like to think so. So let's go through the different bullet points for getting that belly fat off. Okay. The only thing I can really stress is being consistent and being patient because we don't have no patience here. Is that an American thing or a human thing? But we don't have no patience. So you can expect to put on all this weight over a span of years or even months and years, and then expect for it to come off in 30 days or by your birthday. So I need you to be consistent and be patient. I know it's hard when your body doesn't look the way you want it and you go to the gym, you do one workout and you don't see that the instant results. It's kind of like, what was the point? That's how I am breakdance, LJ. That's the reason why I am the way I am when it comes to my legs. So my legs are thicker. So thicker than my upper body, should I say. Uh, so I don't necessarily see instant results when I go to the gym. Like when I'm doing upper body or core, I see a muscle flex here or there. So I continue to want to keep, working those muscle groups. But when you don't see the instant satisfaction in the mirror, you like, and I'm done with this. But that's why you got to keep pushing every day because trust me, those results will come. That instant like gratification and um, satisfaction of seeing like that tricep pop out, that bicep. Trust me, you'll keep wanting to go to the gym, but you have to get there first. F Cove, you look amazingly beautiful. Is this compliment LJ day? Because I like it. But hey, F Cove, the thing that people have to understand is fat loss isn't something that happens in one day. It takes time because each day of hard work stacks up. Then after some time, you'll see results. For sure, Dean. LJ, your legs got a nice shape. You don't need Flamingo. Great ass, respectfully. Thank you, Born to Serve. So it's not so much that I'm trying to like lose weight in my thighs because your thighs have to match your glutes. So if I want my glutes to still stay a certain size, my legs need to be, but I just want them more toned, is what I'm saying. Something got to be soft, but yeah, I just want to tone up a little bit more. All right, y'all. So the first point I said for losing belly fat is being consistent and being patient. That's going to be your hardest one to do. So if you can accomplish being consistent and being patient with yourself, you got this. The second thing is going to be the hardest to do, a calorie deficit. Kind of what Dean already mentioned. What? My head a little big. Calorie deficit. That's the second hardest thing because, like we already mentioned, people love to eat. And normally the amount of calories that you need to consume to lose weight is a lot lower than you want it to be. So there's a lot of food that you may love that you have to take out the equation. Okay. So calorie deficit is the only way you're really going to lose weight. So you have to exert more calories than you're consuming. Okay. So you said not nice. Yeah, not nice. Yep, calorie deficit. Yeah, you're number one, Hassan. Number 3, I tell y'all about protein. I don't think y'all understand when I stress protein how important it is. You have to think Normally, if it's hard for a lot of people to do, there's probably a reason. Easy things are not always the best thing, okay? So sometimes if it takes a little work, there's a reason why it's hard for people to do it. I don't like when something's too good to be true, okay? I eat like 60 grams of protein a day easily. And that's still not enough, Dante. The amount of protein I'm supposed to eat a day is 120. So how much do you think you're supposed to eat? What about eating what you like as long as you stay under your calorie deficit? So eating what you like will help you make, but staying under your calorie deficit, it will help you maintain the size you want. Meaning, like if you're trying to stay, let's just say 150 pounds, if you're like, well, I just want to stay 150 pounds, then you can stay 150 pounds eating whatever you want as long as you're not going above that calorie. You're not going to a calorie surplus. But here's the catch: you're not going to look physique wise the way you want to, because eating unhealthy or processed foods, the things that you love, regardless if you're in a deficit or not, you're going to start developing more fat than muscle on your body. Muscle is what gives you that nice physique look. So the way my stomach comes in, if I could be 120 pounds, because right now I'm like a 120, 123. The muscle is what makes my um, waist look like this. I'm pretty sure you can find somebody else who's 120 pounds, 123, but if they're more fat than I am, they're not going to look like this. They're probably more boxy. So, what do you want to look like is also part of the equation. Another thing you have to understand, if you can't spot reduce fat, like let's say you want to burn fat in your thighs. That's right. I talked about that yesterday, Dean. So I try to tell people you can't spot reduce. When people ask me how do I lose belly fat or what exercise should I do to work on this belly, I'm like, oh my goodness, that's like the question I hate the most. But I get it. I get people's understanding, and I have to meet people where they are. I've been in health and fitness for a very long time, so I understand it a little better. But yeah, you can't spot reduce. I gave the whole car example yesterday. Um, so yeah, you can't spot reduce. That's why we say calorie deficit. Your body will start pulling from the areas, and normally the stomach is the last place to go. I don't make the rules. I probably eat way more than that. I don't know. I never pay attention. I eat like a bigger person, like sickening. Yes, it does, pow pow. So that's nothing about protein. Protein will make you feel full. So that's why we can't eat empty calories. Empty calories, what I mean by that is not providing you any type of nutritional value. So if you go get those bag of chips or you get candy or something like that because I need something in my stomach, those are empty calories. It's not helping in any nutritional way. And so all you're doing is consuming more calories and you're still gonna be hungry later. So that's how you end up in that surplus with those empty calories. I eat all the unhealthy foods and get no fat. You look amazing, by the way. Well, thank you, Born to Serve. I appreciate it. I want to look like another 50 pounds more. I weigh like 170. Just being tall, I don't look it at all. Wait, you're 120? I think I'm like double your weight. Okay, so you're like 240. Yeah, I bounce around between 120 and 123, 124. I think anytime I have a lot of water weight on me, I'm probably closer to like 123, 124. I'm gonna get on the scale after this and see. But I don't really care about the number. Let me make that clear to y'all. I don't care about the number. I care about what I look like, what I feel like when I look in the mirror. The number don't bother me. That number can say 130 today. That don't bother me. It can say 150. I don't care if I look like this. I don't care what that scale looks say. So I try to tell a lot of my clients and people I used to train, I'm like, because people get so obsessed over a number. And, as humans, we like to see things, right? We have to see the number. So I get it. Numbers equal value to us. I think my protein takes like 170 grams. when I used to work out. I'm 220 right now. I do gain at least 200 grams of protein. Is that good or still not enough protein? Well, it depends on what you're trying to accomplish. Let me see. Let me do some math real quick. You said 220. Ooh, clear out. Okay, hold on. Let me go back to the chat and read what our. Okay. I'm 220 right now and I'm getting at least 200. Okay. That's what I was trying to read. So yeah, that's actually pretty good. Yeah, being able to get that much in is actually really good. But also depends on what your goals are. So I think that's good. It's based off the number, but it depends on what your goals are as well. Right now I'm just fat, but I'm gonna get back into it like a couple of months. But they really, he's so funny, Dante. Betty Wap. Yeah, protein is something you definitely have to be careful, and that's why it's based off of size. Um, it is based off of size when it comes to protein because it does affect your kidneys. But normally, your kidneys, if it's too much, I mean, your body's a natural protector. I told y'all that. Your body adapts, it does what it needs to do. So if you're taking in too much, trust me, all you're gonna do is pee it out. Your kidneys are going to say, wait a minute, this is way too much. Um, and they'll just get rid of it. So that's why, um, let me see. It doesn't make sense to take in a lot of protein or overdo protein. So it says, for example, it says for a person who weighs 165 pounds should consume, and this is if they want to just be basic, like they don't work out, they don't do anything with their life. You weigh 165 pounds. It says you should do at least 60 grams if you're over the age of 40 to 60. Let me see. Let's get what the American Heart Association says. This is too much reading. I just want to go straight to the answer now. So if you're just trying to if you're just living a basic life, but you want to make sure you're getting your protein in, it's a little less than just thinking of it as being a little less than a pound per pound is basically it's 0.8 of your body weight. But let's see. Sorry, y'all. I can't see the chat if you're talking to me. Give me a minute. I'm just trying to see something real quick. Come on. So, yeah, never mind. The way he's breaking it down, I don't think it's going to make sense. Because the amount of protein you should get it depends on your age, your gender, your weight. It's so much, your goals. It's so much to it. So it's kind of hard for me to give like a straight answer. Like a pregnant woman would need 75 to 100 grams. And that's just a general answer because once again, you got to look at the size and all that. Okay, let me find y'all again. Okay, now I got to catch up to everything y'all said. Okay, you're 6'1". Okay. Yeah, you're tall. You're 6'1", 220. Let's see. I thought that's a. So it says optimal intake for building muscle and are active individual. The range for optimal protein intake. So for you, actually, it's saying that you're too high with your protein. It says you can come down a little bit. It says 120 to 150 per day. So if 150 is more so on the high end for you. But like I said, some people do 1 gram per pound. So that's why I said I felt like you were pretty good at being at 20. Like I said, it all varies. Because it says for building muscle or being physically active, multiply your weight in pounds by a range of 0.5 to 1 or even up to 1.2 grams, depending on your activity level and goals. So yeah, there's so many variables that it depends on for how much protein you should get. But the biggest thing is weight, weight, your goals. What was the other one I just saw? But yeah, I think it's your weight and goals for the most part. Okay, let me catch up with the chat, y'all. They're so far behind. Do we gotta pull up on you, Dean, and drag you to the gym? Also, I worked out for 6 years before the injury, so it's not like I'm new. So I know what I'm doing. Just trying to find workaround to work out while healing. LJ, who does your hair? Nobody. That's why I wear this sweatband all the time. Yeah, I'm trying to cover up the fact. Don't think it's for the sweat, because I'm not even walking fast enough to sweat today. It's to cover my hair. I do it. I do it. Called bedhead. No, I was playing. You think steps is good? You think steps to burn belly fat? I was told eat less, put in your steps. So steps is just good because you're burning. It is a calorie burn. It's better to do it if you're gonna walk at an incline or walk backwards or put your body in a doing something different because we walk every day, right? Just to get up to go to the bathroom, you walk. So you gotta want to walk at a pace and get your heart rate elevated. Um, and yes, walking does take more time, but it is low impact. I mean, for me, this is how I've been able to maintain my belly. To be honest with you, I make sure I stay in a calorie deficit and I walk because when I told y'all when I was in that like depressed mode of mine and I wasn't really working out, that month of April when I was walking on the walking pad, I was trying to. My stomach is only my way of knowing. I ain't gonna say how shape I'm in, but it's a good gauge for me. So walking does help with burning. You just got to walk at a good enough pace to really get that heart rate going, though. 6'1" and 170. Okay, tall group. Y'all are pretty tall batch up in here. How much protein I should take? 5 feet. So, what's your goal though? Like, are you trying to just maintain, build? What's the goal? We trying to lose? What we trying to do? So you're trying to okay, you're trying to lose belly fat. Okay. Let me go to my handy dandy. Y'all supposed to say notebook. And if you don't know where that line's from, you're too young, okay? So 5'10". Hold on. So that puts you at about, so that makes you 180 pounds, right? I think that's what y'all told me yesterday based off of that. That puts you around 180 pounds. So when it comes to your protein, fat loss, if you want to lose fat but also maintain muscle mass, you want to make sure you're between, I would say, 140 and 180. What's up, Gil? You in here? Oh, we gotta talk about the short girls. Maybe I think you might be like 5'7". Well, I'm short. I'm 5'5". Y'all already know I'm 5'2". And I know a lot of people who like it. So that's why I don't ever care when people got a short joke. You mammy, okay? Appreciate a lot. Be short. It's cute. Thank you so much for taking the time to answer my question. It means a lot, and I just cry. Well, thank you, born to serve. No problem. Nothing wrong with being short. I think it's cute. Yeah, I don't think there's nothing wrong with being short. Just walk with a little confidence. How am I single? Where my standards are here. No, I'm honestly, I mean, there might be somebody in the picture. No, but uh, yeah, I don't know. I don't know. I don't even know how to answer that question. I didn't get the reference. Yeah, it's from Blue's Clues, Dean. YouTube, look up Blue's Clues, and he'll say, "Handy dandy," and everybody will say, "Notebook." What do you think of outside protein shakes at stores? I usually have nearly every. So I don't really do protein shakes. I told y'all I get my protein through food. I don't do good with protein shakes. Protein shakes are disgusting to me. And then you also have to pay too close attention to like the other nutritional values on there because with a lot of protein shakes, either they taste good and because it has a lot of sugar in it, it's always a catch. So I just rather get my protein through food. So that's why I say you have to be intentional on making sure your snacks are high in protein as well. So I can't really give you no insight. Maybe if my sister can ever get on and like really be on, she can talk to y'all more about supplements. She's the queen of supplements in every avenue. Okay. 180 though is more so on the high end, depending on if you're really like you're really trying to get it. Kirk 5'2". Yeah, Kevin Hart short, and nobody got a problem with it because he got money, right? Oh, I like that, Dean. How's the weather up here? That's like the corny. I think people are corny. Anybody who does like the tall jokes or like the short jokes, I'm like, you ain't had nothing else to come up with today. That's what you woke up and decided you want to be on today. Like, it's kind of an ick for me. Let me be honest with y'all. it's an ick for me immediately. Like if you like me and your way of flirting, mind you, I am from Florida, so I don't mind the roasting and all that and making fun. But when the jokes are like the short joke, man, it just don't do it for me. Kind of gives me an ick. Next, you're gone. Ed, you and this creepy girl thing. You all okay? Hey Ed, I'll be the bigger person today. Okay, Dante, yeah. You know Blue's Clues. You think drinking milk is okay? Well, I mean, I'm lactose intolerant, so I can't really drink milk like that. And we used to drink like 1% milk in my house. I think it is okay to drink milk. I think they say it's good to drink chocolate milk after you work out, but I'm not really a big milk person. And nowadays anything you drink is bad for you. Almond milk is bad for you. This milk is bad for you. Man, enjoy whatever you want. I don't think there's nothing wrong with drinking milk. I agree, LJ. I've heard it too many times. The corniest thing I've ever heard a short person say to me was, "You don't understand what it's like to be short. Consider yourself lucky. Like you be that bad, right?" I like being short. I couldn't see life any other way. I get it. Anyway, okay. That was corny, but I've heard too many tall jokes. I walk in Walmart and people look at me like, "You can get Tasha." You're right. Okay. I can definitely see people saying that when he said that being fair, he was only up to my hip. Well, y'all, I didn't finish all my points today. And I have to do that. Losing belly fat. How to lose belly fat, y'all. Okay. We talked about be consistent, be patient. Don't try to get the results overnight. You got to be in a calorie deficit. We got on protein. Well, hold on. How many am I on? Okay, we got on protein and then we stopped there. So protein, yes, you have to make sure you're getting your protein in. So make sure you're getting it in all your meals and your snacks. Also, you have to limit your added sugar and your refined carbs. So it really those they're both refined. Because anything added is normally refined. So you want to watch both of those. So your pastries, your breads, things like that, you just want to be mindful of. Okay. Our liquid calories. A lot of y'all like to drink your calories, not even realizing how many calories you're really consuming with that drink. Um, Higher protein and keep the carbs low, and that should get you to your goal of low body fat percentage and calorie deficit. Still got to be in a calorie deficit though. So even though you're trying to be mindful of getting your protein in, you got to make sure you're not in a calorie surplus, because a lot of times trying to get your protein in can cause you to have to eat or consume more calories than so you got to find that balance. How do I get the most bang for my buck with getting the protein? That's why I showed y'all the type of meats I eat. Even though people talk about tilapia, one serving gives you, I think it was 23 grams or 22 grams of protein. So just be mindful of that. That's why it's normally better to try to get your protein out of your meats, because those come with less calories, and you're not also not going into your carbs. So that's what I'm saying. You got to try to balance it all out. So yeah, we may focus on protein, but wait. Don't forget the calories. We still got to stay in a deficit to lose the belly fat. The ultimate combination, of course, is you want to make sure you're strength training. That's why I start incorporating strength training, because the more strength training you do, you're building more muscle, and muscle means you're burning more calories at rest. So remember, we all burn even at rest. If you're not even doing anything, your body's still burning. Your body still has to utilize energy just to carry you throughout the day, even if you're just laying in bed. Okay? For your organs to work, blood to flow, it takes energy. So you're still burning. Remember, you have to manage stress. If you're not able to manage your stress, you're not going to see the results you want because your cortisol levels are going to start to increase. We have to manage our hormones too. Liquid calories are the main thing you need to look out for. Yes. And oil and butter are dangerous. What people use to cook their foods with and what they put on top of their foods is what's dangerous. We've had this talk before. What do you think about lemon water first thing in the morning? Tilapia has 27 grams of protein. That's great. Yeah, the one I had yesterday only had like 22, 23. But if you got some for 27, that's even better. Lemon water, I think drinking water in general in the morning is the best thing for you to do. At least 8 ounces of water. So I'm all for it. But that's the one thing I was talking about is like what people cook their foods with. I use olive oil for the longest. I didn't even have butter in my house, but now I kind of have it here just in case if somebody comes over and they want it. But I don't be having guests for real, y'all. But you have to be mindful about what you're cooking your foods, and that's why sometimes going out to eat isn't always the better option. Even though the cost of grocery shopping and eating out, people like to say, well, it's about the same price now. You have to be mindful of what they're cooking the foods with. The restaurant is there to make your taste buds happy, right? They're not really worried about your health as much as you think. They want to make sure you're liking your food and you leave a good review. So you got to be mindful that when you're cooking your food, you know exactly what's going into it. So when eating a sandwich, should I skip the bread or only eat one slice? Oh, it depends on what type of bread. And it depends on how often you eat sandwiches. So you have to look at the consistency. If you don't eat a sandwich every now and then, I say enjoy, eat the bread. Eat the cake, anime. Y'all know that reference? What's your favorite food? Fries. I'm so childish. Fries. What about outside grilled food? There's nothing wrong with outside grilled food. You still got to be mindful of the seasoning. I feel like when it comes to outside food, we tend to season our grilled food a lot. So you just got to be mindful of the sodium and stuff like that. But fries, that's boring. That's why I said I'm childish. Okay, that's my favorite. Yeah. Now, if I was stranded on a desert, it would be salmon. Cause I need something with protein. I could live longer, but I just love fries though. Like if I knew I was gonna make it regardless, I would want some fries, some crispy fries. I don't eat a sandwich often. What kind of bread is best? Oh, what is the name of that bread? And this, never mind. Hold on. Let me tell you. I cannot think of the name of this bread. I don't even eat bread. Like I don't buy bread. I mean, I eat it, but I don't go to the grocery store and say I'm gonna buy some bread. So if we're gonna go with the healthiest, it's sprouted. It's sprouted whole grain bread. But I'm trying to think of the type of actual bread my sister buys, and I just think it's gross. Let me see if I can find it. Ezekiel. That's what I was trying to say. Ezekiel. A lot of people eat Ezekiel bread, flat bread. So if you want to go with a decent bread, like we trying to go for taste too, I would say go for flat bread. So if we're going for taste, flat bread. If we're going for health, sourdough, stuff like that. Yeah, Kurt, Dante, Gib is listening to me. I feel like outdoor sandwich bad, homemade good. So when you say outdoor sandwich, what do you mean by that? Like you talking about like on the grill? Or are we talking about like out eating sandwich? Reluctant gamer. Yeah, like if for brown bread, you're talking about like whole wheat. Whole wheat bread is they say is good for you. It's like number, let's see, let me go to the list. Whole wheat bread is like number 3 on this list, 100% whole wheat. Then it's oat bread, flax bread, sprouted rye bread, and then healthy gluten-free bread. Those are the 7 healthiest type of breads. So Ezekiel bread is a sprouted grain bread, just so you know what type of bread I was talking about. I said Ezekiel. So it is on the list of healthier breads, but I normally do whole wheat anytime I buy something bready. Oh, okay, like supermarkets. Okay. Yeah. Kurt, why she or Dante? See, I be saying Kurt because the name I see, but Dante, why you got called that? What you do? Bruce Lee never eat bread. I don't eat a lot of bread. As y'all saw, the pasta I had was gluten free. So I try to stay away from bread as much as possible. I'll eat it mostly when I'm trying to do like a cheat. So if I'm eating pizza, so remember I have to order my pizza. Sometimes I've done the frozen pizza before, and then I wake up and I have flare ups. So I realize if I'm going to eat a pizza, it has to be from, and it has to be from your higher caliber pizza place. Meaning I can't do Domino's, and Domino's was my spot. They always got good deals, but whatever they're using is on the cheaper level, which is why they probably charge the price they do. So remember, you gotta sometimes spend a little money to get the better option. So, hi, love, how are you doing? Hey, something delight. We're gonna call you A Delight. Everyone's favorite dinosaur is back. I like pasta. Pasta is good. I do like pasta. I thought you can't go wrong with pasta. It's a good filler. It's good to eat before a leg day. Anytime you're about to exert a lot of calories, it's good to give you that energy. So you want to make sure you carb up beforehand. We use a carb up before track meets. Where are you from? I'm a Florida girl, but I live in Georgia. Block her. I had a barbecue yesterday. I realized that, Dean, that you're a dino guy. Okay, I think I gave y'all all the good facts for how to lose belly fat. At least I can say I stuck to my word and we talked about how to lose belly fat. It was kind of all over the place. But the main thing, I'm going to go run over one last time. To lose belly fat, here are the things you want to do. Be consistent, be patient with yourself, and don't expect Amazon Prime results. Number 2, make sure you're in a caloric deficient. 3, protein. Make sure you're getting your protein in and make sure you're paying attention to what protein is in your meals and your snacks. Limit added sugar and refined carbs. Watch your liquid calories. That adds up and will put you in a surplus. Make sure you're doing strength training to build muscle, to build, to increase. So let me re-say that. Make sure you're doing strength training to build muscle. That way you increase your resting calorie burn. And then lastly, make sure you're managing your stress, because if your hormones aren't in check, it's really going to be hard for your body to make the changes needed. I might clip that, so that's why I had to make sure I said it right. I didn't know they did spicy chicken nuggets. Yeah. Thank you, Reluctant Gamer. You're stuck on a different person every time. Got this sense to tell her that I'm busy or something. If I'm not around, they low key. She's stalking. Ooh, y'all. I did good. Let's see where I'm at with distance. I may have still hit my goal for today. I still hit 3 miles, y'all. Turn me up. 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 Yeah, we talked about rice yesterday. So remember, jasmine rice is the better rice to eat. Well, okay, let me take that back. Jasmine or brown rice. We talked about the glycemic index. You want to make sure it's like in the 50s or 60s, so that way you're not increasing your blood, the sugar in your blood sugar. Whole wheat rice. I don't know why I had music in my head just now, so y'all ignore me sometimes. I like that. No. If there's anything else y'all want me to talk about, okay, let's talk about this week though, real quick. So tomorrow we're stretching. Depending on the weather, I may go to our spot in the park. Either way, it'll probably be outdoors for sure because I like stretching outside. So we're gonna stretch tomorrow. I think I'm going to post an endometriosis video on Thursday, so it'll probably won't be a workout video, but my long form video will be about endometriosis. And then Friday we're back here for full body. It might be resistance training. I think I'm gonna do resistance training, full body resistance training on Friday. Because I've been doing cardio, I think, the past 2 weeks. So remember, I'm always on here at 11:30. And then Sunday, we'll talk about snacks. The only reason why I question doing it sometimes on Sundays because sometimes I do need a break. And so I kind of like going from working out to talking nutrition. So I might take another break on Sunday and we'll talk protein snacks on Monday after the workout. Better lock. What that mean? So that's the plan for this week. I want y'all to join me tomorrow for I'm about to slow this down, y'all. Woo. Just so tired. So tomorrow will be stretching day. So y'all make sure y'all lock in. Lock in. Watch some of my other videos, y'all. If y'all want to look for the best way to support your girl LJ, I'm trying to get my watch hours up. Just turn on one of my videos, watch it. You don't have to do it. Just watch it. I'm trying to grow. Try to look. Well, I don't think it matters what video you look at. I think they do watch hours just based off of the last 365 days. So anything you do, support your girl. So tell your friends, like, subscribe. But yeah, tomorrow will be a stretch day, and then I'm gonna share some information about endometriosis. I'm trying to do what I've been told to do and talk more about it and educate more people, on it. That's the only way we can learn, right? So Dante, I think you definitely should start going live and yeah, just talk to the good people. I'll definitely support your live. But all right, y'all, I am now tired. I'm about to eat. Yeah. So happy Tuesday, y'all. Thank you for being on here this long with me today. I enjoyed it. I tell you all, you always make me feel good, and I always push myself past the limit of what I thought I could do. I thought today I'll be ready to get off, but you guys kept the conversation engaging. You motivated me. I feel good. The endorphins and dopamines have been released. So now I feel energized and ready to get my day going. I'll see y'all tomorrow. Well, not here. We're probably outside somewhere, but I'll see y'all tomorrow, 11:30. let's stretch it out. All right. Be safe, be kind. Have a good Tuesday.